is happening? It's the Crypto Wonder from the Crypto Wonder podcast. Let's get right into it, folks. I hope everybody's doing well. So, I was going to talk about a problem that happens a lot in crypto. In cryptocurrency market, I was going to speak about an issue that always comes up. And it's funny because on my other channel on YouTube, a video came up in my feed. Well, actually, it was from one of my viewers, supporters, who actually made a comment on a video that I recorded 2 years ago. And I listened to the video, and don't you know, I was talking about the same issue then that I was going to bring up today. Almost verbatim. Everything that I was going to lay out today, I spoke about back then. And briefly, I'm going to talk about it here and embellish or build up on top of it. Not embellish, but build. What I was going to say in truth was there are scammers out here, crypto scammers, who make videos. Excuse the noise overhead, I'm recording outdoors right now. There are a bunch of people who are in crypto who, in order for them to, I guess, amass earnings, they have to, create a following. They use YouTube as a means to build their channel by talking about different crypto projects that they're on or that they're using to amass crypto, but basically to make money. And the viewers, many of them more often than not, when they follow the same steps that these content creators or computer or crypto promoters talk about, they don't amass the same success, right? And what I'm saying, one of the things I never understood about crypto and content creators and crypto promoters, they call themselves documenting their journey when they make videos about crypto, right? Which I always found that to be bizarre, and that still hasn't changed. I don't understand why, people, well, I do understand. Let me not say I don't understand why a person would want to record their investments in crypto, right? It's weird to me. That's just weird to me. If every now and then you want to make a point and identify, okay, this is the growth or success that you've made, like 1 or 2 videos, this is when you started, and sometime later you document your effort on a second video to show the increase that you've made or lack thereof, that makes sense to me, because you're just identifying, your measured growth. It makes sense. But when you're doing it daily, when it's being done daily, it's because you're trying to somehow convince people to believe in whatever it is that you're doing, and pretend as if your transparency can be converted to trust, where people could trust to say, hey, look, the Crypto Wonder posts videos every day about his crypto activities, so I trust this guy because look at what he's doing. He's showing all his movements. So, but the problem is this too. If you were to try to mimic everything that I'm doing, you wouldn't get the same results, because this is what some of these crypto guys do. They get contacted behind the scenes. How do I know? Because it's happened to me. I've gotten, you see, what happens is when you're developing your channel and you're interacting with social media, a lot of times you leave information in on ways of how people can support you, can donate to you, can basically get in contact with you. What are your emails? What are your Instagram or Twitter handles? What social media groups are you involved with? Whether it's Telegram, whether it's Discord, there's a bunch of different ways people can, leave links or communication information so that they can get in contact with you, right? So some of the videos that I've made over the years, I've gotten emails behind the scenes from people who are asking me to review a project. And if I think the project is good, they would send me some crypto with the hopes of me talking about their project, right? I would never accept it. Never, right? Because more often than not, 95, 99%, I want to say, of the time, they're scams. They are absolute scams. Many other crypto people who make videos on YouTube, they accept those offers, right? They sell their souls for the money, for the greed, for being selfish. It is what it is. And by the time they're talking about whatever projects that they got paid for, or they're about to get paid for, and shill these projects to their viewers, it's as simple and plain. By the time that happens, already understand that these guys are already paid off. Either they're paid off or they're about to be paid off. Much more than anyone who's viewing the information, much more than anyone who's in the audience, who's watching the video, right? And when these projects scam, like most of the time they do, it's, oh, first of all, I'm not a financial advisor. I say that too, but when I say it, I'm not giving, just recklessly and irresponsibly giving you 100 links to 100 scams and then warning you ahead of time, telling you, listen, don't listen to what I'm doing. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just documenting my journey. I don't operate that way. That's the difference, right? So when the project's exit scam or rug pull and shut down and no longer pays the people, the content creator pretends as if, oh, he's absolved. He and she are absolved from any responsibility. Like, don't blame them for the fact that the project scammed. They'll never tell you, though, that, oh, okay, the project developer, the project founder or scammer and bad actor paid them. They made a deal. They cut a deal. They cut a deal behind the scenes. It's evident because they try to get me to do it. It's evident. I have the emails. I'm not, I have no reason to lie. People make a living off of the misfortune of others. They do that, and crypto's not different. And so these, people, like, it's just the backbiting, the crypto backbiting. What do I mean by that? I'm gonna be specific, right? But one moment for our sponsor. So with backbiting, some of these same crypto YouTubers would eventually get get involved with, let's say, for example, the projects that I like and that I talk about, right? The smart contracts that I like and that I talk about. And, excuse me, that's fine because the projects, cryptocurrency in many projects in many aspects, crypto's for everyone. These projects are decentralized, so you can't stop anyone from participating, right? So some of these shady individuals will get into these projects, use it, participate, see how it works, see that it works, tell their viewers about it. Of course, that would allow the volumes, interaction, prices to go up and down, and everyone is enjoying the process of earning and staking cryptocurrency. These planes, excuse the noise. So in many cases, after a while, these same content crypto promoters would leave the project, right? And that's fine. Everyone has the freedom to do as they will. But then soon after, you hear these same shady promoters talk bad about the solid projects that works. The shady promoters would talk about how the projects that help them earn crypto without scamming anyone, no one has gotten scammed, how those projects are virtually dead, too slow. They're not going to, amount to anything in the future. After they made money from those projects. You understand? All the while, the part of the agenda is to get people to believe everything they have going on, to remove people who are a part of a community, of a working community, of a working project, sound smart contracts, so that they can go join them in their adventures, cryptos of, scamming others, because that's what happens. That's what has happened. And so they backbite. You come into the community, interact with the project, make money off the project, leave, and then talk shit about the project. I'm sorry, I just had to say that. That's just the truth. And then come back. They would come back and do the same thing. And then leave and do it all over again. And then tell the world, because all of this is being, quote unquote, documented in their journey, because they're making videos about it the whole time. And then tell the world that they're the ones, like they are the reasons why certain contracts have been able to perform the way they perform, to convince people to trust in them, to convince people to trust in their confidence. To convince people that they have the answers. Meanwhile, there are no projects that they're involved in that can even produce a quarter of what the smart contracts were able to give them and produce for them over a span of 3 years. You see what I mean by greed? Do you see what I mean by being selfish? Let me just keep it simple and plain. It's like me getting into a let's say I'm the shady promoter, and I look at this contract. I befriend members of the community of this contract that I like, and I tell my viewers, listen, we're going to get into this contract right here. This is an opportunity for all of us to make money. But I'm moving in a way where I'm heading the pack, right? So let's go over here, make myself feel important. So I get into contract and I try to control things, and things don't go my way because I understand that everyone, I'm trying to bully people, but everyone is not worthy of being bullied. And then when I get pushback, I get upset. I made money, tons of it, in the most secure way because the contract is flawless, immutable, transparent. I get out of the contract because I can't get my way. And I tell my viewers to also get out of the contract, that the contract is dead. Because I want to make sure that I'm always on top. I want to make sure that all of my viewers respect everything that I have to say and never challenge me, because I always want to outshine everyone else. No, none of my viewers can end up making more money than me. If they do, it's a problem. None of my viewers should ever have the courage, nor should they have the audacity to challenge anything that I say and anything that I do. Because if they do, I will shame them. I will go after their channels and shut them down in every way possible. This is what happens in crypto. The level of immaturity rises at an all-time high. Rises at an all-time high. It's a dance with the devil that I don't care for. I don't, because that's me. I don't care for it. And nor will I ever care for it. Not everything, all money is just simply not good money. And not every family member who's supposed to be family is family, right? Or not everyone who you consider family is necessarily your family. Two inseparable friends will separate. Like, that's a proverb. Because you see, what happens is this too. I've been fortunate enough to make some positive, strong connections with people in the crypto community, in the crypto space, and I'm blessed for that. Because if it weren't for those connections, I would not have learned so much about what I've gathered in crypto. I would have not had the positive, great experiences that I've had within the crypto space if I did not have these solid connections with people, if I had not made these solid connections with people. Seriously. You can't do everything alone in life. It took two to make us. That's a whole nother conversation. But you can't do everything in life by yourself and think that you will be well off and better for it. You'll have a hard time. You have a long, hard, arduous road. Very difficult task, and especially in crypto. And when I see people try to throw rocks at this community, I have no, naturally, it's going to raise a flag, and I'm going to be defensive, and I want to protect. Because that's just who I am, and by nature. This is part of how I live. This is just me. That's why when I speak to people, and oh no, that's why when I make these recordings and I speak about certain things, I value certain things that mean a lot to me. And when I've talked about some of these contracts that have worked and have been working for so long and are not scamming people, are not hurting people, I stand on it. I stand by it 100%. 100%. But the sketchy individuals, the hoodlums, the bums, the wannabe gangsters, right? I mean, you talking about guys who like it's the filth, the scum of the earth can be involved in the cryptocurrency space. Be aware of them. Be aware of them. I made videos like this in the past, like I said in the beginning of this episode. I made videos like this, and it seems like to a listener, I might be speaking from a place of authority. Well, yeah, because I'm trying to govern my own life. So yeah, I'm serious like that. But I'm not trying to speak as if I'm better than you. I'm just trying to help people understand and use the better part of their mind and their thinking that everything out here is not all good. All money's not good money. And there are people out here who behave like wolves, uncivilized, who will take everything and anything you have and have no remorse for it. Especially with crypto, it's easy to get robbed. It's easy to get robbed in crypto. It's easy to lose everything. It's just that easy. And I'm going to just put it out there, there's almost no way to get it back. Like really, regardless of what we hear in the world about regulations and whatever they're trying to, that's going to take a long time. Right now, Wild Wild West. Wild Wild West. That's why I made this video 2 years ago. I made the video I made 2 years ago speaking about the same thing. People wanting something that you have. What do they want? They want your energy. What do they want? They want your time. Just like me, because I'd like for you to hear what I have to say. But one thing is what I'm not going to take from you. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to steal from you. I'm not going to rob you of your hard-earned money. That's one thing I won't do. I was raised different. I don't know who raised these other animals, but I was raised different. And I'm not about that. I'm not about that. I work and I build for me and mine. I work and I build for me and mine. That's it. And I've been doing it for a long time. I'm not going to change up and accept offers from scammers that then, makes me become complicit, makes me become an accessory where I'm accepting these bribes and these handouts while everyone else is in pain and I get the money and I'm running. Now my character is damaged. Now my reputation is crap. I'm not worth anything to anybody except myself. I don't live that way. I've amassed too much in life by way of experience to understand things differently and to appreciate how to take care of myself, how to take care of others. Even if it's just by offering a simple word to provoke thought or a word of encouragement. They have value as well. And that's why I continue to speak. That's why I continue to create content. And that's why I continue to talk about things like crypto. But I hold up certain red flags and ask people to be cautious out here. Take proper precautions in what you're doing. It's already difficult and risky. Yeah, It might seem like, I have, some strong convictions about things, but I can't help but be who I am. I can't. All I can do is put, my best foot forward and speak on it to match it. That's it. That's it. But be careful out there, folks. Be careful. There's a lot of people out here that don't care about you. Life is already hard enough. There's a lot of people here that don't care about you, don't want you to be successful. They don't want you to have more than what they have. Because if you do, this is the problem with a lot of these guys, going back to the documenting journey. Folks that like to have their journey documented, you invariably put a target on your back. That's how I see it. I could be, call me whatever, but that's just how I see it. Why would you walk around? Do you, in your natural life, when you're walking, do you show people what's in your wallet? Do you walk around brandishing, opening your purse, your wallet, and showing people what's in it? So why are you doing it on crypto? Because in some of these cases, folks, only when you talk about dashboard money, it's only if you're in crypto you would understand it. There's some dashboards that reflect the digital asset, the monies, that's actually real. It's actually real in the contracts that I talk about. The dashboard monies that you see on the dashboard, they're real. So it's not a joke. Most of the others aren't real. So why would you brandish your information like that? Show your face, make content every day, and invariably become a target. There's a lot of weirdos out here. There's a lot of weirdos out here who will stalk you for nothing, who will attack you for less. And then when you talk about money, oh, you got everyone's attention. People don't think. Folks don't think. And there's one thing that I really can't stand, is a person who decides to be willfully ignorant. Willful ignorance. You find it a lot in this space. You find it a lot in this space. Take care, people.